Let's have a real talk for a second. We've all seen those posts, right? The ones that scream, don't sleep 8 hours, sleep 4 hours and grind, outwork everyone while they're being lazy. I have to admit, I bought into that philosophy for a long time. I thought that was the secret sauce, the one thing separating the successful from everyone else. And I want to share a true story with you that completely shattered that illusion for me. A few years ago, I met this incredible guy. We'll call him Alex. He was the dictionary definition of motivated. He had these massive dreams, this fire in his eyes, and a work ethic that seemed almost superhuman. His routine was intense. He'd wake up at 4 a.m. every single day, no exceptions. His sleep schedule, 4 hours a night, sometimes even less if he was on a roll. He truly believed that by sacrificing sleep, he was gaining a competitive edge. And for a while, it seemed like he was right. In the beginning, he felt unstoppable, like he was living in fast forward while the rest of the world was in slow motion. He had more hours in his day, which meant more time to hustle, more time to build his empire. People around him, myself included, were just in awe. We saw him as the ultimate grinder, the embodiment of dedication. He was the guy everyone wanted to be. But here's the part of the story that never makes it into a motivational Instagram post. After a few months of this relentless, sleep-deprived grind, things started to unravel. The cracks began to show, not in his ambition, but in his ability to execute. He started telling me that he couldn't focus anymore. Simple tasks, things that used to be second nature, suddenly felt like climbing a mountain. His mind was foggy, and his creativity, which was once his greatest asset, was drying up. His personality changed too. He became irritable, his temper got shorter, and his patience wore thin. The smallest setback would send him into a spiral of frustration. And his memory, it was, in his own words, completely trashed. He'd forget important meetings, misplace key documents, and struggle to recall conversations he'd had just hours earlier. He was technically awake for 20 hours a day, but his brain was just exhausted. He was running on empty, a ghost in his own life. The breaking point came one night when he was driving home from a late-night work session. He fell asleep at the wheel. He wasn't drunk. He wasn't texting. He wasn't distracted by anything. He was just tired. So profoundly, bone-deep tired, that his body just shut down. By some miracle, he survived the crash with minor injuries. But that terrifying moment was his wake-up call, in the most literal sense. Lying in that hospital bed, he realized the dangerous path he was on. That's when he finally learned the truth, a truth that so many of us in this hustle-obsessed culture miss. Success isn't about sleeping less. It's about wasting less time while you're awake. Alex didn't need 20-hour days fueled by caffeine and sheer willpower. He needed better days. He needed focused, high-quality, productive days. So, he made a radical change. He decided to rebuild his life around performance, not just presence. He started by fixing 3 simple yet powerful things. First, he implemented a strict digital curfew. He stopped doom scrolling on his phone at night. That endless stream of social media, news, and emails was keeping his mind wired and anxious, preventing him from truly winding down. By cutting it out, he gave his brain permission to switch off. Second, he made sleep a non-negotiable priority. He aimed for 7 solid hours of high-quality sleep every single night. Not 4, not 5, 7. He started treating sleep not as a luxury or a sign of weakness, but as a critical performance tool, as essential as food and water. He realized that this was the time his body and brain repaired, consolidated memories, and prepared for the next day's challenges. And third, and this is the most important part, when he worked, he actually worked. He adopted a philosophy of deep work. No more multitasking, no more juggling 5 projects at once. He'd put his phone in another room, close all the unnecessary tabs on his computer, and dedicate a block of time to a single, high-priority task. He stopped indulging in fake busy, that feeling of being swamped, but not actually accomplishing anything meaningful. He focused on output, not just activity, and guess what happened? The results were staggering. Alex discovered that he got more done in 6 hours of focused, energized work than he ever did in 16 hours of tired, distracted, half-awake grinding. His creativity came roaring back. His decisions were sharper. His relationships improved because he was more present and patient. He was happier, healthier, and, ironically, far more successful. Here's the fundamental lesson that Alex's story teaches us, the one that the hustle gurus never seem to mention. You do not win by killing your body. You don't achieve your dreams by running yourself into the ground. You win by respecting your body, by understanding that your physical and mental well-being are the foundation upon which all success is built. Sleep isn't weakness, it's fuel. It's the ultimate biohack. It's the secret weapon that allows you to show up at 100%, day after day. So please stop thinking that sleeping 4 hours a night makes you elite or dedicated. It doesn't. It makes you tired. It makes you inefficient. It makes you a less effective version of yourself. The real advantage, the real secret, is to get enough sleep. Wake up sharp, with a mind that's clear and ready to go. And then, with that clarity and energy, you can outwork, outthink and outcreate everyone who is stumbling through their day in a sleep-deprived fog. That is how you truly get ahead. It's about working smarter, not just harder or longer. It's about the quality of your waking hours, not the quantity of them. If this story resonated with you, if it hit you in a real way, do me a favor and like this video. It helps the message reach more people who need to hear it. Subscribe if you're looking for motivation that's based on real principles of performance, not on fake hustle culture. And finally, I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Comment awake down below if you're ready to stop the glorification of exhaustion and start working smarter, not dumber. Thank you for watching.